Happy Sunday, everybody. It is your boy, Taz Reels TV of Geek Low Stars. Also got my own channel. We're going to be covering today One Piece chapter 1178, okay? Hopefully, a lot of you guys come in. I'm trying to see if Sunday's going to be the right day for you guys to come through. And if not, then we're going to go back to doing Saturday, okay? So this is just a little experiment. Ooh, sorry about that, guys. So this is just a little bit of an experiment just to see, if you guys will come through on the week, on Sundays. So guys, I am so excited about this chapter because Emu is gonna be fighting Luffy and Loki. Okay. I'm so excited about that. And we're about to get into it. We're not about to waste any more time. Just gonna say real quick, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And make sure you click on that hype button if you're on a mobile device and click on that notification bell, okay? All right, y'all, we ain't wasting no time. Let me pull up the chapter. Let me pull up that block just so I don't get in trouble because you know how YouTube is. And we about to get into this reaction. Let's go, guys. All right. Chapter 1178, A Fading Nightmare. Yo, that I ain't gonna hold y'all. That title seems very, ominous and shit. Let's keep going. Oh, we got Kid in here. Useless Captain Kid. Okay. We got him for the cover story this time. All right. And he's getting chased by a bull, which is hilarious. Cover request by Nana Kamotina. I hope I said it right. Kid runs from a bull charging at his jacket. Hilarious, guys. All right, let's go. All right, let's not waste no time. All right, so we back with the crew. We're back with excuse me, sorry guys, gas. That's what happens when you roll. Sorry. So we got Jinbei, we got Sanji, Nami, and we got Frankie here. There's somebody yelling in the distance. Is that they said that's Luffy. Okay, so that's Luffy. Luffy. Hey! Huh? Usopp, Brook. Oh, okay, so Luffy brought Usopp and Brook to the crew so they could take care of them because, yeah, they were, like, heavily injured, so that makes sense. Huh? Brook, Usopp. I'll leave them to you. What's going on over there? Need backup? I'll count on you if things get bad. For now, I'd take a few steps back if I were you. Ooh, okay. Yo, Luffy looks so pissed too, bro. He looks very, very pissed off, bro. Even in Gear 5, bro. Loki's a real wild card. Look who's talking, Sanji says. Okay. But you got Luffy smiling again. Okay. All right, here we go. Main event. Here we go. Loki versus Imunko. Let's go. And he's opening his mouth to open that to charge up a blast. 'Twas but a few years ago when a giant ship was glimpsed at sea, helmed by a captain of truly immense stature. That craft was never identified, for it sunk deep within the frog shrouded region. Wait, is she talking about Loki? Yet it only ever targeted world government vessels. Right, because Loki did go after the world government. He did do that because he was trying to get revenge for his father. Now, we don't know the aftermath of that, but we can confirm that he definitely did go out to sea, but it was never identified. That's the thing. Okay, that's interesting. And we also know that Loki got defeated by Shanks and he was sent home. Now, did Shanks really defeat him? I don't know, but I hope we get like an answer sometime soon. But let's see. Ooh, okay, so Loki charges up his blast. He shoots the blast and makes a big explosion out here. Okay. This is why Luffy told him, yo, y'all got to go back a few yards, bro. Y'all got to go back a few stadiums, bro, because Loki going to cut loose, bro. All right, we got Luffy coming up here with the Gear 5 running. Hey, leave some for me. All right, you see, I didn't do anything because Emu's right up here too now. During that self-made what is that word? Self-same period, a number of credible rumors started to emerge. She got away. Where did she get to? She's so damn small. Concerning the sighting of an unlargeably large flying beast. Wait, Loki was out here in these streets in the dragon form? For real? Say word. Say word, y'all. Say word. The truth is plain to see now. Yo, that is crazy. My man was out here in these One Piece streets, bro. He was really outside of Elbap. So guys, because remember, I think Big Mom did meet Loki at some point. I think at some point Loki met up with Big Mom. And that's where he tried to get Lola to marry him. Which I'm very surprised we haven't seen the Big Mom thing yet. Unless Oda's saving that for later, which is so crazy to me. Let's keep going, guys. There you are. You'll pay for what you did. Yo, I love how Luffy is so freaking mad right now. There you are. You'll pay for what you did to Usopp and Brook. Yo, they look messed up. Son, I think Brook got more of a crack on his face now. And he got missing teeth too. So does Usopp. Yo, that's crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What's that coming out of her? And then you just see Luffy with the double triple eyes, like, yo, what is happening here? What is shooting out of wait, is that Emu coming out? Wait, that's Emu. That's Emu. Something came out. If only thou were erased from the world, as Rocks was before thee. Oh, she's mentioning Rocks too. Wait, I didn't know she could do this. Okay, so we see in the pentagram circles like Doctor Strange now. A Creole demonic covenant. Thou shalt cast aside a portion of thy lifespan and receive unprecedented strength. Wait! Is she trying to throw me reversing Luffy? She got him! Wait, she's trying to throw me reversing Luffy. In exchange for this blessing. Huh? Oh, and she struck Loki as well. Thou shalt loathe each other. Dormi Reversi! Son, this is insane. What is gonna happen? Because this shit is insane, bro. Hold on, let me get the light a little bit more. Yeah. Yo, this shit is insane, guys. What is gonna happen now? Oh. It didn't work. So they looking at her sweating like, okay. What was that? So it didn't work. Sorry, guys. I don't know if y'all hear it. I got the washer, washing. So that if you hear that, sorry about that. Anyway, let's keep going. Son, they looking dead at her like, yo, what is this? This shit don't even hurt. Get this out of here, bro. What's the big idea? This thing doesn't even hurt. What a pain. Wait, did you just say Rocks? Oh, he just finally caught on. As expected, those two were truly. Oh, okay. So Emu kind of figured that this wasn't going to work. But I wonder why it didn't work, though. All right, guys, hold on. We got Luffy right here. Gum. All right, he's doing the Gatling, bro. She's too puny to fight like this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Loki has to go in human form, or at least hybrid form, and able to fight her. I mean, you have to. Okay, so we got Luffy going hockey. Okay. Booming Dawn Getter. Oh! She is punching the shit out of Emu. Oh, you ask, son, he is making holes out of her like a cottage cheese, bro. Son, yo, I'm loving this panel too. Booming Dawn Gatling. Okay, so this is a new attack, if I'm not mistaken, because I've never seen this attack before. Yeah, I don't ever recall seeing this attack. So this is a new attack from Luffy, a new Gear 5 attack. So this is so cool, bro. This is what I love too. I love seeing the new Gear 5 attacks just being unleashed, bro. I love that, chat. I love that so much, bro. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. We got the chat in here. Yo, down from above. What's going on, my guy? How you doing? How you doing, my man? He and Ever. What's up, my guy? How you doing? Thank you for coming through. Thank you guys for coming. Galley Law, maybe. Ooh. We're gonna talk about that later. Nothing milk can't fix. You're absolutely right, bro. Milk can fix everything. We found that out in Whole Cake. Milk can fix everything. Every donut maker hole. I hope Darius shows up, bro. I hope Darius shows up. All right, y'all. Let's keep going. Son, nah, but for real though, like Luffy is making these holes in Emu, bro. Like in her, whatever form this is. Like this shit is insane, bro. Son. Okay. All right, Loki went back in the human form. He got Ragnar formed in the mouth, bro. He got Ragnar formed, bro. Ragnar. Squeak, squeak. Move it, Luffy. Squeak. Whoa. He said, whoa, hold up. But you see, Emu's not even phased, though. She's just like, all right. Nif. Oh, okay. So Loki swings and calls out Niflheim. So that's the name of the attack. Oh wait, he froze them. Oh, okay, yeah. So I can't wait to see how this is in the anime, bro. So he froze them. Crazy. So he froze Emu and the vessel. Okay. Luffy looks. Wow, that's your finishing move. Oh, sorry, y'all. I gotta zoom in on this. Sorry, give me 1 second. Cause I can't see damn thing, bro. Okay, that's good. Now we cooking with grease, guys. We cooking with grease out here. Oh, okay. So Luffy. Wait, am I reading this the right way? Yeah, I am reading. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so we got Luffy depowering too. Wow, was that your finishing move? I wasn't done kicking ass yet. And then you just see Luffy goes back to the old Drider Brazen. I've got no idea what you are, but wait, I'm sorry. Let me zoom in on this. I've got no idea what you are, but doing it this way is much quicker. Besides, I was way too big for long. Oh, wait, so he can't maintain that form. He can't maintain that dragon form that long then. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so wow, that is really interesting. Okay. So that's kind of crazy. All right, cool. Well, I'm gonna mention that at the end. Elbaf Fishing Village. Focus on putting out the fires. That Loki prick may have taken down the monsters for us, but cleaning after him is our own calamity. Yeah, that's true. That's what Nami was yelling at him for last chapter. Hunting Village. We were so wrong about Loki killing King Harold. We may have misjudged him, but there. But look at this mess. He's still a pain in the ass, Maverick. All right, so we got Nami still using Zeus to rain on everything so they could take off the fires. Okay. Go, Zeus. Keep pouring. I'll do my best. All right, we got Jinbei also working as well. Sea Cloud. Shoulder throw. So he's all right, so he's getting the water too. Okay. Even the OCDs have limits, you know. All right, we got Lilith there too. All right. Oh, we back with Zoro. All right, I got this. Whoa, we got Chopper also smacking people. Wait, and he's smacking the Domi Reversi out of them. What is happening? What is happening? I don't know, guys. I don't know. I've been, we talked about this last week. I don't know if you guys are new, but some of you that are new, we talked about this last week about um Chopper possibly being the forest guy. And I don't know because last week wasn't a fluke. You see Chopper out here smacking different giants out here who are domied, and they're returning back to their form. Like you see the spirit comes out of them, the evil spirit, and then they go back to normal. Zoro! He's yelling at him in monster form. What the hell did you just do? No idea. Seems like I can undo their demonification just by hitting them. Huh? Maybe it's because you're an amazing doctor. All right, my boy Zoro with the my boy Zoro with the compliments. Yeah. But he loved Chopper though. That's his boy. That's his little son right there. He loved Chopper, bro. Online. Saved his people and they're still complaining. Well, to be fair, Def, to be fair, he is causing more damage than he is saving. I'm just saying. I mean, he is adding flame to the fires, bro. Like, realistically, that's what he's doing. So I mean, I mean, I'm not mad at them for saying that. So I get it, but at the same time, it's like, all right, quit your bitching. I just saved y'all from freaking Emu. I saved all of y'all from getting Domi. Okay, so just relax. So I get it. Let's keep moving, guys. What? Don't you dare think that kind of praise makes me happy, because it don't, you jerk. Chopper still can't take compliments. That's awesome. Nah, that's got to be it. You're amazing. Gabba. Oh, that's probably Dory, probably. All right, so we're back with Hardruin as well. Well, we've sorted the mess around here. I wonder how the others are doing. Well, let's get back into that. Okay. All right, so we are back at the village still, and everything's still on fire too. No sign of the enemy activity in Artisan Village. More fires have broken out though. No foes in Alcohol Village either. Just raging flames. Okay. Seems like that's all there's left to extinguish is the fires. Keep your eyes peeled in case any of these demons are still out there. Are still alive out there, sorry. All right, so we're back at the Owl Library, and we got Saul and we got Robin, and they're looking at something, and they're not believing what they're seeing, which I hope is not nothing bad. Saul, what's going on here? What are they looking at? There's definitely damage here, but the shelves are empty. There should be at least a fragment of books left. Wait, did the owl take them? Bibelo, the owl ain't here neither. That's what I'm saying. So the owl took the books then. I don't want to be too optimistic, but you think he might have moved the books? I'd be overjoyed if he did, but even if that's possible, where did he go? That is a good question. I'm gonna save that to the end, guys. I'm gonna save that to the end. Def, I see your comments. Let me finish this chapter because I think I'm almost done, and then we'll talk about that. Things got wrapped up pretty. Okay, so we're back with Sanji and the others, and we got bro. We got Killigan right here, still talking to smack with his head still unattached. Things got wrapped up pretty quickly. Once we went off the offensive, huh? Well, it ain't like this was a full-on war against their whole organization, you know. Even if these guys are knights of the Holy Land, there were only 3 of them, which is true. Which this might be Oda. I don't think y'all can see. Okay, which might be true because this might be Oda kind of. How can I say this? It kind of saving the knights from being trash or frauds, if you will, because Everybody, especially me and Buggy, we've been calling them frauds for like the last couple of months now, or a few weeks. So maybe this might be Oda's way of saving them. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane how thoroughly they managed to devastate somewhere as massive as Elbath. And then you got Killingham thinking or saying, what happened to the Great One? Mid is mid. You right. Mid is mid. You right. You right. You right. You right. You right. But I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. All right, let's keep going, guys. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, let me drink some water. Sorry about that. Outskirts of West Village. Okay. Is that what Owl is? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, is this Somers? Damn it. Here we go. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Wait. Wait. This is this is who? Oh no, this is okay, so this is Somers pulling himself back together. Oh, okay. All right. He deserves worse than this, mind you, but I'll take it. I'll take it. What the hell is this though? Is this his heart? This looks like his heart. That's what it looks like. Okay. Let's keep going, guys. Luffy's group. Loki, I'm so hungry. Go back to the village then. It ain't like I carry food on me. What's with that weird look anyway? Squirrel, I'm hungry. Squeak, squeak. Okay. I got a lot to say about this specifically. I'm gonna wait till the end because I'm thinking they did this with Luffy because we're gonna get a because it looks like Emu's not done. I know Emu's not done. I think we're gonna get a solely an Emu versus Loki fight. I think that's what we're gonna get right now, and that's why they're doing this with Luffy right now. There's no food around there, so he can't really participate in this. So we'll see. But again, I want to expand more on that later when we get to the review portion. So let's keep going, guys. All right, you already see Emu disappearing from the ice blockage. So the only one that's in there is probably Gunko. Oh wait, we back at Mary Joyce. Okay. What we doing here? Pangala Castle Flower Room. Elders. Yes, Great Emu. The Holy Land will be without Mu for a short while. Wait. The fuck does that mean? Wait. Is what I said coming true? Chat, is what I said coming true? Is Emu gonna come to Elbath personally? Is that what this is? Oh my, I wish Buggy was here, bro. Chapter 1178, and there is no break. That is freaking awesome. Okay, guys, we have to talk. We gotta talk. Y'all need to come in here. Bro. We gotta talk. Okay. And I'm saying this because Buggy and I had talked about this last. Look at the Holy Land page. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's Def, thank you. I didn't notice that. It's in ruins. The only thing that's up is the castle that Emu lives in. What the fuck? What happened? What happened? Son, wait. What happened? What happened? Son, I gotta know the backstory here, because whatever okay, well, let me put this back down, because you know how YouTube is copyright. So whatever happened, Mary Joella is destroyed. Well, everything outside the castle. So whatever happened, it's settled. And now and I forgot. I'm wondering if the Gorosei had any involvement in defending it. That's my question. Yo, Dev, you really think that Blackbeard went there? Yo, let me know what you think about that. But let me go back to what I was saying. So, guys, me and Buggy had talked about this a while back about what we think what was going to happen in Elbaf. I believe I did say this. I could be wrong. I have to ask Buggy. But I'm pretty sure I sat there and I said, we're going to get an Emu reveal in Elbaf. Looks like that's what we're getting. Okay. And well, this is a lot, because this goes to show you how strong Loki is. Because if he's out here doing this, right, and Emu has to physically come, that's a problem. Not even for Luffy, for Loki. That's the crazy part. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get to the comments real quick. And chat, if you're watching, please comment. Let me let me hear your thoughts. I want to talk to you. Definitely, if you got any questions or anything like that, definitely, come on the chat and I'll answer them. All right, let me go all the way back. Yes, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, Death. Starting to think Chopper Dome made up of mythical like Luffy. That's a doctor that can cure everything. Yeah, man. And that's why I'm saying I think these forest god theories, I think there's something with that, because this is another time now. He's done this with other giants where he slaps the shit out of him, and he's not even hitting them with full force. I don't even think he's hitting them with full force. He's slapping them, and they're getting out of the Domi Reversi. Like, you can see the shadows come out, being expelled from them, and then turning back into this little dome thing. I think that's how it, and that's not how it usually is. When they go Domi Reversi, when they go out of it, we never seen anything like that. So I think you guys are right. I think Chopper might be the forest god. I think he might be. I think he might be. Save their goddamn kids. The pack story we all deserve. Yes. Somers need to get packed up badly, bro. And I'm glad he did. Okay, Def, I'm glad you brought this up, because I wanted to talk about this too. So I think I kind of saw a lot of people get upset about this on social media, because Luffy, people are tired of Luffy having these drawbacks all the time, And my thing of it is, I love the drawbacks, because you got to understand something. Luffy just set sail in One Piece time like 2 years ago. Maybe, I guess you could have 3 years ago. So he's going up against people that are fundamentally more experienced, more honed in haki, things of that nature, more experienced in fighting, things of that nature. And he's just learning haki, which, yes, he's at a point where he's mastered Rio to a certain degree. He's got Conquerors. He's mastered it to where he can put it in his hits now, coding. You know what I mean? He's also figuring out how to master his Gear 5 abilities, his Awakening. Everything that he's getting, he just got it. So of course he's not going to be able to just beat everybody. He's just not. You know what I mean? So I don't even have an issue with this. I'm surprised that um they're getting Luffy out of the way so that Loki can fight Emu. Because I think that's what we're getting. I think we're gonna get Emu to come in there fully. We're gonna get that reveal, and we're gonna see the full totality of what Emu can do. And like I said, the fact that Emu has to come there physically, that means that Loki is that damn powerful. And I love how Oda has not disappointed us with Loki. He damn near is the strongest for a reason. You know, and again, that's well, I'm gonna get to that later. Let me get to that later. Let me get to these comments real quick. Looks like an earthquake hit that place. I don't know. Yeah. Which, if that's Blackbeard, that's going to be crazy. But again, why would Blackbeard be there? And why does he think he has enough firepower to do this? And what was his whole point of being there in the first place? That's my question, too. In the live action, they talk about a mushroom that can cure any disease. And Chopper's devil fruit is a mushroom. Right. Oh, well, I didn't know it was in the live action because we haven't done the live action season 2 yet. We are going to be coming with that. So I don't know if I should even bring this up. So guys, so the reason why we're kind of not doing it yet is because, you know, we're waiting on someone new to come, which they like a new member for the crew. They should be coming soon, so we want to kind of do it when that person comes. So that's why we've been kind of waiting for it. So, like I said, just stay tuned for that, and you know we'll explain more about that later. But no, I did not know they did that in the live action. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Luffy is essentially Mike Tyson when he's 18. See, but that's the thing. Mike Tyson was knocking out people that were afraid of him. Luffy, and mind you, a lot of the people he's fought from 18 to, I want to say, to the time he went to jail. From 18, by the time he went to jail, he won every goddamn fight within a minute or so, maybe even 2 minutes. It never went. What? Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell happened. sorry. Um, that's crazy. I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so that's the difference, right? Mike Tyson from 18 to when he before he went to jail, he's won every fight. Luffy has almost a damn near lost every other fight before he won. That's the thing. Now, yes, Luffy is powerful. Don't get me wrong. But Luffy himself, he still has a long way to go in terms of experience and power and stuff. He still has a long way to go. Because I don't even think he could beat Rocks at this point either. If they ever fought, Rocks killing him. 100%. 100%. Hold on, let me go back here. Also, go back to the page where Emu looks at the butterflies. Oh, where? I bet. Oh, yo, you know what? Yo. Def, thank you for noticing that because I didn't even notice that. So Emu is looking at someone. This little black dot right here, and I wonder who that is. It looks like a woman, but I'm not 100% sure. But we've seen chambermaids in that place. See, this is why I think Emu's a woman. This is why Emo has to be a woman, bro. Again, I could be wrong. Me and Buggy have debated about this for a long time. I still think Emu's a woman, bro. Personally, but I could be wrong. Blackbeard wants his dad's sword back, maybe. Well, I don't even know if they have the sword though. I don't remember them taking the sword. Well, if we see something in the flashback where they took his sword, I maybe, 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 or maybe they have his body. Ooh. And I think Buggy brought that up too. Maybe they have Rox's body. Maybe he's getting Rox's body. All right. Need a female's perspective if you get a new member. Just stay tuned. That's all I can say. Dev, that's all I can say. Just stay tuned. That's all I can say. One of the butterflies is disintegrating, maybe representing Gunko and Bottles the Holy Night. Really? Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't know they were disintegrating. They don't even look like that. That's a good catch, man. All right, I didn't even realize. Maybe. Hmm. I never really thought about the butterflies. I never thought about it being like integral to what we're getting, or if they had like any significance. To be honest with you, I don't know. That's actually interesting. That's a good catch. Def. His sword is in the throne room. We've seen it already. Really? Yo, now I gotta Def. Now I gotta go back, bro. I gotta go back with that. I gotta go back with that. Okay, I gotta see that again. Okay. All right, guys. So listen, let me get some. All right, so we're at the review portion right now. This was a great chapter, guys. I really like this chapter. It for the longest time, especially in Elbaf, Elbaf has, how do I say the word? What's a great word for it? It keeps me guessing. I guess that's the word. It keeps me guessing because I don't know what's going to happen. I thought we were gonna get a legit 2v1 with Emu. And it looks, I mean, we kind of sort of got it, but Luffy's out of the way because I don't see any of the Straw Hats going to get him food right now. So at this point, I think we're just gonna get a 1v1 between Loki and Emu. The actual Emu, like the actual physical body of Emu. That's what I'm thinking, which is kind of crazy if that's gonna be the case. And it's kind of crazy that we're gonna get an Emu reveal in Elbaf. Like that's kind of crazy. Like, bro, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So that means that, to me, that means that Emu's gonna have a different power set when she's used when she's presently there. That's what I'm thinking. Also, I think I find it interesting about the owl thing too. That's another thing. I'm gonna work my way up. That's another thing too that I'm kind of curious about as well. Where did the owl go? Where did it take the books to? That's my question. Because Saul and Robin are like, yo, what is happening? Where's the bird? Like, where's the owl? So I'm wondering how that's gonna go about. I have no idea where the books could be. The only place I could really think of where they might be is the upper realm of Elbaf because we haven't been there yet. So I don't know what's up there. I don't know what that's about. Um, I know the sun god. They said the sun god lives there or something like that. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it just went up there, but we'll see. We'll see. And then, sorry guys. And then yeah. So now, you also got the fires being put out by Nami, and you know what? I like the fact that everybody is changing their mind of Loki somewhat because there's still like, hey, he's still an asshole. He's still an asshole, right? But I see we misjudged him somewhat because he's still out here making damage and making these fires worse than what they need to be. So that's cool. Okay, so I wanted to get to. Okay, so look, I want to get to this. I want to get to this. Before I get to the fight, I want to get to this. So in the beginning of the chapter, Emu talks about Loki. There were sightings of this ship target this big creature with this ship targeting other government ships, right? Actually, let me see if that's what he actually said. Yeah. Okay, so she says a few years ago when a giant ship was glimpsed at sea, helmed by a captain of truly immense stature. That craft was never identified for its salt deep within the fog shrouded regions. So that's interesting to me because, and let me know what you guys think in these comments. This is interesting to me because it's confirming that Loki was running around in these seas back then. And it makes sense just because we getting to the point of Big Mom. Because remember, Big Mom wanted Loki to marry Lola so that, she could get access to the giant kingdom and make her a part of her family where she can get to the One Piece, right? Because honestly, that's the same reason why Rox wanted the Giants or why he wanted Harold to join his crew so he could fight Emu and them, right? In the world government. So it makes sense why Big Mom said what she said, right? And I really do think they met at some point because she knew who Loki was. She knew what he was capable of. And maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. But what's there not to say that they actually fought as well? Because if they actually fought in I'm sorry, if Loki and Big Mom actually fought and Big Mom got defeated, maybe that's how she knew about Loki's power, what he's about, this, and that. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking maybe that's why we haven't seen anything in terms of that yet, because that's going to be a big thing later on in this arc. We're not sure. But we can confirm that Loki really was around here trying to get to Emu for revenge for his father. That's what I'm saying. But honestly, and that's cool, but I just need more clarification of what happened to Shanks and what happened and how did Shanks defeat Loki to bring him back to Elbap? Because I still got an issue with that. And I'm not saying Shanks is not strong. He's one of the strongest people in One Piece. But Loki is just too powerful, bro. I especially with his dragon form. I don't know. I need to see that fight for me to see, because I can't believe Shanks by himself won against Loki. I don't know. So there's that. And also there's the part where we actually get Loki attacking Emu, which it does nothing. So he does the blast, the electric blast, and it does nothing. Then I forgot the name of the blast, but I forgot. Then he has to go to human form or base form so that he could perform what was the attack? What was the attack, guys? Niflheim. So he can attack with Niflheim, which encases the person in a block of ice, which is pretty dope. So now Gunko is in a block of ice right now, which is crazy to me. What else? Oh, and I wanted to talk about this too, guys. So I didn't think this was actually going to happen. So Emu tries to do the Domi Reversi on both of them. both Loki and Luffy, and it doesn't work. And it seems like she kind of knew it was going to happen, but she wanted to see what would happen. And it didn't work. And I'm wondering why it didn't work. Does it have to do with hockey? Does it have to do with willpower? Or is this just something else? If you're a god, it doesn't work on you. I'm wondering about that as well. But I'm glad that I'm glad for that. And then there's this funny panel too where you see Loki and Luffy just looking dead at Emu. And they're like, hey, what is this? Like, this don't even hurt. Get this shit out of here. That was funny. And then you got Luffy doing a new Gear 5 attack, Booming Dawn Gatling, which he's punching the shit out of Emu, making all of these holes like cottage cheese, bro. Crazy. Oh man. Hold on, let me get to these real quick too. I'm old as F though. We don't know how long they were talking about, which is true. And that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I'm very curious about how long ago that fight was, because I really do believe that Emu. I do think that Big Mom and Loki cross paths. I do believe that 100%. Mind you, BB got pudding and can check memories. Ooh. I didn't even think about that. Right, because we don't even know why he has her there for. She's still there. And we don't know why she's still in his custody. We don't know. That's actually good. Right. Loki could freeze all the flames too. Right. But he ain't even focused on that. He just want to get rid of Emu. Just because of his beef with Emu for his father. For his father. Mythical fruits, baby. We've also never seen a devil fruit user getting it done to them. Oh, actually, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Actually, Def, you're right. That's actually a good point. And mind you, remember, you have to be on a person's what do you call it? I think it was never stated. Let me say that. It was never stated, but it was theorized that you have to be at a person's homeland in order for it to work. Which don't make sense of why she would do it to Luffy, since he's not even from Elbaf. Unless Joy Boy's from Elbaf. But even if that's the case, it still didn't work on both of them. So So that's even more of a question of why Emu would even bother trying to do this when she know it's not going to work. I don't know. That's actually interesting. So yeah, guys, like, yo, this chapter was pretty damn good. I really like this chapter. And you know what? I missed this panel here when you see Dory and Broggy and all the rest of them. I actually missed that one. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I actually missed this one. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on 1 second. You see, this my problem. I be reading so fast sometimes I be missing shit. Did we do it? If they all flip back to white, then yeah. But some start to regenerate, then it wasn't enough. Forgive us, Chiefs. It was like some kind of malicious darkness swallowed us whole. Don't fret. We couldn't resist it either. Damn you, captains. How dare you? There's still one or two of us left. Oh, okay, and then Chopper got the rest. Oh, okay. So they managed to get rid of, they managed to turn everybody back into normal. Almost. Except for these two, and then Chopper is the one that did it. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. Like, again, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Hey, Big Mink 123. What's going on, man? Thank you for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. How did you feel about the chapter, man? Let me know. Maybe Katrina can transform into JD Garcia and they can look in his memory. Ooh. Shit. Yo, Def, you're cooking, bro. See, this is why we need to do it on Sundays, my guy. You'll be cooking, bro. You'll be cooking Sunday dinner, my guy. Okay? You'll be cooking Sunday dinner, my boy. Sunday dinner, bro. Woo! Collard greens, mashed potatoes. With woo-wee. I like that. Get some chicken wings on there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, barbecue chicken. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Because they do have Katarina, and she did touch Saturn. So she they probably do have the memory. But then but then you know what, man? That makes sense though. That makes sense because that's probably how they were able to get in. They probably knew about all the checkpoints or whatever, how to get in there. And they knew the weaknesses and the strengths of Mary Jo. And then on top of that, Katarina, if I'm not mistaken, she could transform into the person. Right? Right, right, Def? If I'm not mistaken? I could be wrong about that though. Damn, that makes a lot of sense. Damn. See, now you got me thinking, bro. Now you got me thinking. Now you got me thinking. Damn, now you got me thinking, bro. Yeah, she has a nine tails fox. This okay. So I kind of can see that because you have San Wolf, the island dude. I forgot his name, but he can make Pizarro. I think that's his name. He can make that. He can actually become an island. I can see that. You have him. You have Shiryu. You also have Aokiji. But if that's the case, what happened to Akainu? Because he's there, if I'm not mistaken. No. What happened to Akainu? Was he even involved in this? He had to have been involved in it. Yeah, he had to be. But anyway, so you have San Wolf, Pizarro, Aokiji, Katarina, who can possibly transform into Saturn, and and use his form to attack people. And yeah, man. I mean, Blackbeard has a pretty scary ass crew, bro. I could see them going into Mary Jo. It's crazy. I didn't even think about that. I could honestly, with the new information you just gave me, Def, I think I can see that. I never could see it before, but I see it now. I can see that. I can see that. That's crazy. That is so freaking crazy, bro. I can see that now. I can see that. Nine tails can transform into other people just like Japanese folklore. Okay. So, okay. Okay, wow. I didn't even think about that. Like a hit and run heist. Yeah, I can see that. And again, I don't know, was Green Bull there? I don't think Fujitora was there. I don't think he was there. Possibly he could have been there, but I'm not sure. Oh no, he had to have been there because I remember he was there for the last referee. He was there when all that nonsense happened with the revolutionaries. That's my question. Who was there? Shamrock was there. So Shamrock was there, bro. So bro. Okay. I hope we get something to show what happened in Mary Jo. I hope we get something. I really hope we do, bro. I really hope we do. Okay, so I think that was it for my review. I liked the Luffy and Loki stuff. I like that. I like the little backstory, the little information that we got for Loki when it came to him sailing the seas. I like that. I like his attack that he did on Emu. I like that. We're getting more into the mystery of why Chopper can reverse people without getting rid of them. Also the Mary Joa stuff, I think that's pretty dope too. And honestly, the biggest thing for me at the end of this was Emu probably going physically to Elbaf to fight Loki. So I love all that shit. I'm gonna give it a 9.0. And seeing Somers and you know what? That's my positive. So okay. So here's my negative. My negative comes from the way Oda's been handling the Gods Knights. Because ever since Dragon talked about the Knights, he made it sound like they were such a problem. When in reality, all of them are bums. Again, we haven't seen Shamrock yet fight, except for the Cerberus thing. But again, Loki was chained up, so it's not a fair fight. And I can't wait to see that in the anime too. But outside of Shamrock, we've seen Gunko, Killingham, and Somers. And I feel like I'm missing somebody else aside from Shamrock. But so far, we got 3 of the Gods Knights. And they have been very disappointing. And, I'm sorry, and Garling too. And Garling was set up to be this, uber dude that was going to be a problem. And he ended up getting folded by Roger in them. But again, it's Roger. It's not like Moria or anybody like that. It's not Don Krieg that he's losing to. He's losing to the Pirate King. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. Or even Rocks for that matter. But the way that he's getting beat is kind of crazy to me. You know what I mean? So I would say that's my negative, is how Oda's been treating these Gods Knights, man. Because he was making them as this uber threat, but now they're just kind of getting fodder. Like Sanji took Killingham out in one hit. Luffy took him out not necessarily one hit. With Loki, got him out of there. And that was it. Crazy. What they're gonna do against Black Vortex? Oh shit, that's true too, my boy. That is true. Yeesh. Still curious about the time dilation possibility. Remind me about that again, my boy. Let me know. How weak the Gods Knights made me think about Blackbeard, because the world government final boss isn't it right now. But that's my thing, Def. I don't know who was there. Because remember, Shamrock went back there. So is Shamrock trash too? I don't know. And mind you, Garling's there too. The Gurusei are there too. Did they get involved? I don't know. And I think Oda is trying to structure that right now. So that's why we're getting like these little tidbits of what happened in Mary Joa. So I don't know, bro. The beginning of okay, guys. Okay, I remember. Okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, because if you look at it, if Elbaf does have a time dilation, then it could have been years, or maybe a couple of years that passed in the real world, while in Elbaf it's only been a couple of days. I mean, that's very true too. The Holy Knights are on fraud watch for the same as Emu. The only reason why I can't put Emu in that right now is because of the things that Emu's been able to do. She literally has been doming and reversing people and destroying countries because of this shit. And she gave the Gurusei her power too. So I can't sit there and say she's on fraud watch, bro. Because even when Rocks came and confronted her, did do anything, and she was able to Domi reverse him. So that's the only one I'm like, all right, cool, cool. Everybody else on Fraud Watch, bro. I even got to put Shamrock on that too, because Shamrock was there too in Let Mary Joa, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. Could you explain why Gear 5 Luffy went out so quick? In reality, he was in Gear 5 for hella long. Okay. All right. You know what? Let me keep this up here. Okay. So the reason why, and probably people don't know this either, the reason why Luffy was shortened in Gear. Oh, let me say that. Sorry, let me go back. So the reason why Luffy kind of shorted out quick in Gear 5, even though he was in it for a long time, it's because of Haki. The more Luffy uses Haki, the shorter he runs out in Gear 5. And I noticed this in Egghead when he was fighting Kizaru. Because if you notice, when he was fighting Kizaru, he wasn't really using, no, I'm sorry. Not the first fight, because he was using Haki then. After Luffy got his second win and he was fighting Saturn and Kizaru, he wasn't using Haki. And he was staying in for a long time without really, going into that, dried up form or whatever, raising whatever. So I think that Luffy stays longer in Gear 5 is because he doesn't use Haki. If he doesn't use Haki while he's in Gear 5, he can stay in it a lot longer compared to using Haki consistently. Now remember, a couple of chapters ago, he used Haki. He was using Haki on Somers. And then he used Haki just now right here fighting Eden. So I believe that's the reason why. No, I'm saying the time dilation made it look like it was shorter, but in reality, it was longer than he's ever done it. Okay, got you. No, but I mean, I think the Haki thing is the reason why, though, because I've seen Luffy use Gear 5 without using Haki, and he's been able to use it longer versus him going into Gear 5. I think that's the reason, because again, I've seen this when he was on Egghead. So, and then even when you look at the Kaido fight, when he was in Gear 5, he was spamming Haki like crazy, and he had to go into Gear 5 twice in order to do that. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Luffy is still, and that's the thing. I feel like some people don't understand. Luffy is still dealing with Gear 5 in terms of learning about it. He doesn't know everything about Gear 5 yet. So there's still he still has a long way to go. But I think that's why he's always going to have these drawbacks, no matter what. He's always going to have. And also, you can't make Luffy too powerful. You can't. Because you're gonna run into like holes when you do that. So that's why Oda makes it he makes it like, what's the word? Like he goes out his way to make sure he doesn't make Luffy as strong as he could be, and that's why they gotta put these what do you call it, guys? These nerfs on him. So that's why. All right, guys. But like I said, other than that, I love this chapter. I'm about to give it a 9. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Guys. I really did enjoy this chapter. I love the emu stuff. I love that emu's coming through. I love that we're getting the Mary Joa stuff, even though we got a little bit of tease. So maybe when the Straw Hats come out of Elbaf, we'll finally know what happened. Because I can see that being like a newspaper thing. So we'll see. But yeah, I really like this chapter, guys. So I'm gonna give this a 9 out of 10. All right, all right. So before I go, guys, I did want to talk about something real quick. Let me bring it up to you guys real quick. Let me just bring it up to y'all real quick. Let me see if I can find the article. Sorry, guys, give me 1 minute. All right, let me see if I can bring it up. Okay. All right. So for those of you that don't know, the One Piece the One Piece anime is coming back very, 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 very soon. And we get our first look at what Loki's gonna look like, guys. So we're getting this from Crunchyroll News. One Piece anime reveals Loki casting an Elbaf arc trailer and the One Piece Heroiness trailer debut. So I'm going to get to that in a second. So this is what Loki is going to look like, guys. This is what Loki's going to look like. This is pretty cool too. I like this. This is dope. This is dope. With a little over a week until the One Piece anime returns. The Anime Japan stage event tonight revealed a giant-size amount of news for not only the upcoming Elbaf arc, but also the One Piece Heroiness anime special. For the One Piece anime, a new trailer released that previewed the new opening theme song for the Elbaf arc, which will be Luminous, performed by Anina The End, who previously sang the opening for Dadadan Season 2. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, that's going to be a bop then. The ending theme was announced at the stage to be Sono Morai by 36 kilometers. I don't know what that is. Alongside the opening Loki's voice actor that confirmed to be you. I hope I say your name right, sir. I apologize if I don't. Yuichi Nakamura, who was best known as Satorio Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen. The strongest is voicing the strongest, yo. Got me bricked up when I heard this news, bro. Got me bricked up when I heard this news. Okay, and I Bucky sent me this a couple of hours ago too. So this is gonna be like a little special. I don't know what this is gonna be about though. So this is gonna be One Piece Heroiness. It's coming out in July. It looks like, yeah, looking out again in July. Joining the cast of One Piece Heroiness is voiced by make sure I see. Okay. Mushia will be voiced by, I don't know what that is. Maya Sakamoto, and Lebano will be voiced by Takahito Koyasu. Okay, so these are who we're gonna be. That's what they're talking about. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right, guys. Well, what do you guys think about this? Because to me, this is fire for me. This is actually pretty dope. I love that they got Gojo's voice for Loki. It's just perfect. It's honestly just freaking perfect to me. No break is always nice too. Yeah, I'm surprised we ain't on break. I'm very surprised, but I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm not gonna knock on wood. Okay, I'm not gonna look a gift's horse in the mouth. You know, whatever you call that. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, what do you guys think about this news? What did you think about this reaction to One Piece 1178? Reaction. What do you think about that? What do you think about all that stuff? All right, guys. It's about that time because I think that's all we needed to talk about right now. I'm trying to think about anything else. Oh, yes. So the One Piece the One Piece anime is coming back next week, they said. So of course you will be getting a reaction from me and Buggy I get well. I'm thinking it's gonna come out on Sundays as usual. So yeah, we're probably gonna be dropping on Sundays for you guys. We're gonna see how that is because the thing of it is, it's hard to post because we don't know when you guys are gonna come through. But it's maybe Sundays is maybe the best way to go to drop those reactions. So we're probably gonna drop them. If not on Sunday, then on Monday. We still got to figure that out. But we will be doing this very soon. Also, we have Invincible, guys. We're gonna you're probably gonna get the third episode tomorrow. We're working on a fourth one. And like I said, we're gonna be continuing Invincible. So we're definitely doing that. Anything else we'll just, announce to y'all later on, okay? But all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming through. Death from above. It's always good to see you, my boy. Thank you for the support as always. Bing Milk 123, of course. Thank you for coming through. I think you're new here. And He and Era, thank you for coming through, man. I really appreciate that as well. And with that, guys, I'm heading out of here. Enjoy your Sunday. Be safe. Have a good one. Support the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Click on that hype button as well. And we'll see y'all in the next one. Later, guys.